All right, everybody, what's going on? It's your boy the Pig. So the beta changes came in 4.1 V3. It's been a little while since the beta's been updated. I don't know what's been going on. Apparently, we were supposed to get like 4.2 today, but we're not getting it. It looks like. So we're gonna take a look at the updates, and I have some. I'll talk about them when we get there. The first change is this is to Memory of Chaos. I don't know, like that they're upping the HP by like 600,000 here, and they're updating the HP by about 900,000 here. They're changing it completely to Kafka, which I think is a little interesting. They're just changing who the MOC was, which is kind of interesting. And they're upping the HP's stats by a lot here. I'm fine with that. I think the content needs to be harder in Star Rail right now, especially MOC and Pure Fiction. I think they're both really easy at the moment, and there's really no point in like there's just not a point in playing that game mode. Like, it just feels too easy. It feels baby. I think because MOC is about to update here in a few hours my time. It updates at 4 a.m. my time, and I mean, I'm gonna clear it. I'll post the video, and it'll just be it's DOA. Like, let's just be 100% honest. Like, MOC is, it's just baby mode, especially now that anomaly arbitration exists, which we're gonna get into. But I'm glad they're buffing this. They're making it harder. I think that's a good idea. Now, anomaly arbitration is a little different. So this is a floor 3. I don't know what floor 3 means. I think this just means like the night 3, maybe that's how they have it listed. So the HP of the first wave is going down across the board, and then as well as Xandar's HP is going down by about 2 million. This is like okay. I feel like they're nerfing the anomaly arbitration for a specific reason, which we'll get into in a second. But I think this is like fine, I guess. Like, they're making it much easier to kill, so hey, you know, I'm sure people will enjoy that. Night stage buffs. Now this is interesting. Increases elation by all allies by 30%, so they're nerfing the elation buff and nerfing the energy regeneration by half as well. Which, I mean, I guess, I don't know, maybe they were playtesting it and they just figured that, you know, like the Sparzy team was a little bit too strong. I don't know if that's what they were thinking, but I don't know. The Elation team is very strange for me right now. I don't know if they're going for a direct upgrade for the Cast Mono Rem team, or if they're going for a side grade. I feel like side grade's better long term for the game, even though I do think Silverwolf should be better than Castris. I just think her team should be worse, and then they have the same amount of damage output, if that makes any sense. I could do a video explaining how I feel like it should go for the future, based on other gacha games I've played, but it's okay. And then they're buffing the follow-up attack instance, by the way. I'll talk about this again too, which I'm not very happy about. But we have, so the hard mode is this is King and Check normal mode, and then hard mode is the Junzhuang, like the Plight boss is what they call it. So the HP is going up from 3.3 million to 3.8 million, which is fine. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. And this is going from 1.0 to 1.1 million, so who cares? It's not that big a deal. Pom Pom, though, going up to 9.4 from 7.8 million. That's a decent upgrade. I don't know what exactly they're trying to do here by increasing what team they're trying to make. I just think they're trying to make it less accessible for older teams, because this did actually feel, when I did the play stage, a little bit difficult running the caster team. And by difficult, I mean without any punchline generation on this team, the boss feels kind of clunky to fight with his stage mechanic. I could go into more of that in another video too. I think we'll be testing out this beta again soon. I'll make a video on it. But we'll see. Because he did feel a little bit clunky when I fought him the first time, and now it went from 31 million to 43.9 million. I mean, he's basically getting 13 million extra health here. That's kind of big time. I'm trying to remember exactly how much AV I had left when I beat them with the mono run team. I think it was somewhere near the 100 mark. So this is gonna be kind of tight when I go through this when it launches with the mono run team. I'm almost convincing myself to summon for Evernight E6. That's sort of where I'm at in my head right now. Just so I can feel a little bit safer going through this patch. But I have a lot of, and I'll explain why. I mean, there's a sort of an elephant in the room here. So we'll talk about it in a second. He's getting a lot more health. These guys getting buffed minor buffs. It's not too bad of an HP increase if you're playing Plight anyways. So it shouldn't be too much of a difference. I mean, overall, they're getting, what, like 4, 5, somewhere near like the 18 million HP extra. But this is all sort of just fanfare. I mean, it doesn't really matter. All right. So I don't know what they are doing here. Like, they are lowering his HP by 150, increasing its attack by 130, basically. Increasing his speed by 1, base defense is getting lowered. He's less tanky, does a little bit more damage, and his energy cost reduced to 150. Now, this is actually big. 160 felt just a little bit too much. But let's talk about this. Obviously, there's a lot of changes here. It's all kind of just wording changes. You can see, like, here is kind of the bait effect. So they just change the wording around. So really all we got to do is look at this number right here. Got nerfed by 100%. That's a big deal because that's a skill, and it already wasn't doing enough damage if you watch my video. Now, his ultimate. I don't know what they're thinking here. So, try not to read ahead. Marks one designated enemy as bait, deals lightning damage equal to 500%. Well, that got nerfed to 400%. Then immediately launches enhanced talent follow-up attack to them one time. ASHVEIL gains 2 charge. Now he gets 3. Okay. Now, when Gluttony is possessed for every 4 stacks of Gluttony consumed, which is the same thing, it went from 600% to 200%. That is a 400% nerf. That is crazy to me, dude. Like, this guy already was bad. I think ASHVEIL was already going to be in contention for, like, worst release of a character of all time. Now, I don't even think it's arguable that it's going to be the worst release of a character of all time. I'm actually, I mean, I don't think they could change it again. I don't know if they will. I mean, there's still a couple beta cycles left, you know, I think V5. So usually nothing happens at V4, and then V5 there may be a change. But like, if this doesn't get changed back to what it was or higher, like, I just don't feel like I'm summoning for this character. I feel like nobody should summon for this character at all. This character is actually unusable. If you want, I'm being serious. This character is not usable. Please do not summon for this guy. I was already on the fence about summoning for him and recommending to summon, recommending people to summon for him. Even at E6, I don't think this character is going to be good because they also nerfed his Eidolons, which we'll get to in a second. But talent, look at this. ASHVEIL starts with 3 charges. Now he starts with 2, up to a max of 3 instead of 5. After bait is attacked by another ally, it consumes 1 charge to launch a follow-up attack against the bait. Now he regenerates 8 energy and consumes a charge, equal to minus 160% of his own attack again. They're nerfing his attack again. I don't know why. It is absolutely insane to me. This technique isn't changing. This is the big one. They are nerfing his support ability. He no longer increases allies' follow-up attacks by 80%. It only increases his own. What? It's like this is like, so each stack of Gluttony in possession, damage dealt additionally increases by 10%. So they want him to be a little bit more stacky, maybe, is what they're thinking of. But like, these damage nerfs are just way too much. Like, you can't, there's nothing you can do to make up for this. The max of 3 charges, this is why they nerfed this, so you can only get, what, 30%? So it'll be 120%. follow-up attack damage increase, but like, who cares, man? And then we get to this, dude. When ASHVEIL's on the field, increases damage taken by all enemies by 24%. This stays the same. But when an enemy target's current HP is 50% or lower, dude, what are we doing, bro? This is literally only up half the time. It used to be 80, by the way. This is ridiculous, man. They're nerfing the hell out of him. This doesn't matter. Obviously, his E4 doesn't change, but it already wasn't good. And then his E6 is unchanged. But, like, why is he the worst character of all time? This guy's actually might be the worst character ever released. Genuinely. And I'm upset about that. He was already bad. Like, I'll start by saying this. Like, he was already bad, and you can watch my video, and you can watch me using him in the beta. You can, I think I've talked about him in a couple videos since then. Like, the guy is not a good character. He already wasn't. Now he's, like, actually unsummonable. Like, he's unusable. He's an unusable character. I don't think you can use him. And I'm being 100%, I'm being honest with you guys, because I really like this character. Obviously, his Japanese voice actor is Dio or Toji. So I was a big fan of that, being able to hear his voice lines, because we still haven't heard him yet, obviously, because he's not out. But now I'm not summoning for him. Like, it's just straight up, I'm not summoning for him. It's really disappointing. It's just like, this guy's just going to sit dead on my account. He's just worse than a Glaya. He's just worse than a Glaya. So why would I summon for him? Like, it makes no sense. Like, he's not, like, I don't care that I like the character, you know, and I'll live by my own truth here. Like, I don't care that I like this guy. I think he's really cool. I think his design's neat. I think he was fun in the story. Like, he's just unusable. Like, his gameplay is so bad that I can't summon for him, dude. Even though I could just, like, yeah, buy him. I have 500 summons right now. I don't even have to buy any more summons. I'm still not summoning for him. So it's a little upsetting. I don't know why they went with this. Like, it seems crazy to me. There was one thing I was thinking of, and it's like, either they're going to test the extreme of nerfs here and see which ones make sense, and then change it back a little bit. Obviously, I don't think he's going to be this good again. I don't think he's ever going to hit these original numbers, but maybe they'll buff him by a little bit in V5, just to see, you know, they want to get him in that nice range of damage or something like that. Or they're pushing up the timeline of his, because he's supposed to be a sub DPS. I don't even know if that's true anymore, because he's not he's not supporting anything. But, you know, if he was a sub DPS follow-up attack unit, maybe they pushed up his main DPS a little bit. So his main DPS is coming out sooner, and so they're like, okay, well, we'll nerf him now because, like, his team overall is going to be good sooner, so we don't need to make him this good now, right? That's kind of, I don't know if that makes sense, but it does in my head. Maybe that's what they're doing. I mean, I'm trying to make excuses here, which I don't like doing very often. I mean, this guy's just trash. I'm not going to make excuses because this guy's garbage. I mean, he's just terrible. There's nothing else. This is just bad. Really, really bad. Really, really bad. If we look at his light cone, though, his light cone, I think, got buffed. Let me, one second. Let's go to the Reddit. Oh, character trailer. Look at that. She comes out tomorrow. Let's see. Here it is right here. We'll bring these up. I actually haven't looked at these yet. Here we go. Okay. So they upped his damage reduction by 6%, it looks like. 8%. I'm just making sure. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, okay. Reduces enemy defense by 8% more. Wow, that's awesome. At it's 6% more at S5. Wow, that's terrible. Wow, that's bad. Okay, let's check this one. Increases where elation. Okay, so they're nerfing elation again. Interesting. When elation reaches 40-80, crit damage by 32%. So they are nerfing this number. I'm very curious to see. When Silverwolf beta comes out and we see her data, I think this is going to make a lot more sense why they're nerfing elation like every step of the way. Oh, this just changed names. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, look, dude, he's terrible. Don't worry about it. Like, he's bad, don't summon for him. GG, guys. GG.